Well, good morning, folks. Welcome to part 2 of the little nature walk here around some trails that we have not been on before here at Asylum Lake Preserve. Nice sunrise this morning. Gonna enter today from the Drake Road parking area right here behind me. Ample parking, but it does fill up quick. Beautiful colors you can see in the background. Tomorrow, they claim, and maybe even later tonight, we may have some rain, but it's only 30% chance. Thursday, they said the same thing. We have a deer straight up ahead there, right in the middle of the trail. It's making its way to the south or to the right. And if that be the case, then I'm going to take our little color tour down to the Langley Old Covered Bridge on Thursday morning. And even if there is a little rain or if it's overcast, the colors should still be really nice. Nevertheless, 30% is always 30%. All right, there's more deer up ahead. There are many well-used bedding areas here, and I bet there is out in that field as well, but we're not going to go into the field. We're going to go deep into the woods. Looks like a moose laid down here. Right next to it, there's quite a trail going right through and into the bush. You can see the milkweed seed is spreading out. Milkweed are all around. It's going to help the monarch butterflies, as we know. Wow, I think a couple of mooses laid down here. As I had explained before, we'll probably run into city deer out here. That's why I'm not going to really lower my voice until I get up here about 60 or 70 meters away. And then we'll just take it kind of easy and see what we can see. Get down there closer to the lake. There's a lot of people that are YouTubers are always talking about what they're eating and showing themselves eating, or they show their footgear that they're wearing. And so I'm just gonna play one there. I have not Crocs. I don't own any Crocs yet. I'm wearing a Walmart $8.88. I think these are they're called Sharks, and they're camouflage. They're about half as thick as a Croc compared to the ones that my grandson wears. But I'm gonna cat-foot it around back here in them. I mow my lawn in these things. So far so good, but we'll do a little cat-footing back here. You know, maybe I should trade them for a pair of Ho Chi Minh sandals. Be right back. Something that I've become accustomed to seeing here and there when about der Hinterland is animal scat. This is from a raccoon. In yesterday's video, you've seen down by the lake the USGS steel hardened boxes that they were monitoring flow of those little lakes. And here are some like hardened boxes on this part of the upper trail. I do not know what they monitor being this high. Okay, right here is our answer. This is a monitoring well field, and here's the monitoring well. So they removed that cap. There's another one out there. Yes, and this is their power box. I bet they connect the tripod they probably mount above, especially that large one out in the middle, and then lower things down. And maybe they might be very heavy devices. Yes, that's what that is. You can almost figure that stuff out with just a little common sense. And there again, I could be completely wrong. Me and my $8.88 sharks. Okay. Let's see what we can see run through these woods. Stay over here to the side off the gravel so you can catfoot. Or you can crunch along. There's nobody else back here. Okay, the Asylum proper was built out here. It's right up here on the top of that little ridge line. This would have been the end of the building, the north end, and it was a rectangular shaped building, several stories tall, and it went in a north-south direction. We're looking south. This is one of the little old feeder roads that they had raised the surface that went around behind the facility. You can see where this used to wash out, and they've come back and improved this to keep the trails nice. Okay. Just bear with me. These lazy city deer are still laying down. They've moved during the night down by the water. Which is right straight ahead of us. You can see again the old growth trees down here. The forest primeval, right? There's a very old deadfall laying here rotting away. Another one back there in the woods. Others over here. Wunderbar. There's a little doe right up here ahead of us. I hear a lot of birds down below. we'll work our way down through the woods to the shoreline. Another doe right there. You have to watch your step going down through these little trails. But it's worth it. You know how to work your magic. See, going down little inclines like that back there that are uneven, kind of half washy. You have the trees bearing acorns all up above. That's how we'll just use the name Dorothy or Don breaks their hip. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. I can go down that. I kind of overlook those acorns. And as they get on that little slope and start down, those acorns act as ball bearings. And down that couple goes. You have to know where you're at, how to read these trails. Something's come along here. It's a deer, and it's taken its hoof and scraped right there. You can see the two toe marks right here on the right. All right, we're going to proceed around this this cool little trail. Look at this old moss-covered deadfall. That's an oldie. Way out to the edge of the lake itself. Yeah, right out of Predator. Okay, I just counted these annual rings, and there are 66 annual rings. This tree's older than I am. Barely. I bet you that one's a little older, and it's dead. You can see someone's kind of helped it along by taking a chainsaw and making a cut at the base. I would imagine that would help it along. Another old deadfall right here. Moss covered. Way up to there she goes. It goes. Yeah, very nice. We'll keep on moseying up this trail. Podna. Can't help but stop and look at these old oaks. Big burl around the base of that one. Unfortunately, we can see the moon peeking through there again. This very large, beautiful tree is dying out. Yeah, still strong. The lower limbs are all dead. Yeah. And of course, in the forest, ever-present squirrels. Back here, there are both black squirrels and fox squirrels. I see beaver damage up ahead. Like I'd mentioned in the previous video, how these older trees, they are leaning towards the east. The high winds, and over the years, the storms and tornadoes really that have come through here and over this area have blown a lot of these trees down. You can see another one right here. And back here, old Bucky's gone to town. Let's see right there. Yeah, like I said yesterday, he's left the truck stop. He's left that gas station. Black squirrel out there sitting on top of the old root. Geese gonna probably take flight here in a second. The sun's up, almost. They like to take off right at the sunrise. Look at here. Boy, that one's a widowmaker hanging right there. That's something else. I'll go down here and put my hand. And I use extra large gloves. You can see right there. This tree is 8.5 inches in diameter. All of that. This one's the same. Shall we walk under the ladder to get down here and look at some more of this damage? No. That's not the kind of magic I work. We're gonna do the roundabout kind, you know, like stage magic, spelled with a C instead of a K. Man, look at all the wood chips. That beaver chunked off them there. They're laying all over the ground. And they're going to town on that one. The geese right over here. You can see where they've chewed the bark off around that larger tree. That tree right there's 12, 13 inches in diameter. You certainly don't have any trouble with that. Cattails and everything right here. Well, let's continue. Okay, you have a little doe right down here. See if I can sneak around the tree here. Got a fox squirrel dancing away. Have a nice little doe down here. And more Canadian geese taking off right in the background. And there she goes. High flagging it. I can hear the tail end. Charlie's coming. And again, their little squirrel friend right there. Little doe. Well, there's the moon there above the trees. Big old deadfalls right here, man. These are just the tops over here. Here's the big splits off that side of the tree. Holy smoke. Slabbed it right out. Man, this reminds me of one of the scenes in Predator, you know, where Arnold's standing here looking. Billy, what do you see? Billy, find us a way out of this hole. That's some weird stuff, ain't it? This is creepy, looking at this like this. That's right. Anytime. And they had such huge deadfalls down here. Look at this. Somebody had to come out here quite a while ago and clear this trail. Man. It's no small tree. Okay, I took a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes, and did the best I could and counted the annual rings over here on the end of the log. It's not accurate. I stopped at 103. I stopped at 103. There were more, but I just couldn't be sure if there was 1, 2, or 3 packed together, and so I didn't count that area. So you have a tree here that was better than 100 years old. No more. All right, let's continue here. Another warning here about the skunks and the keep your dogs leashed, ground nesting birds and so forth. All right, I wanted to video this tree from the west. Some of the trees down here in the west end of the lake showing up nicely with the sunrise. Now here, folks, is an interesting feature. Some kind of a crater-like depression. If there happened to have been a tree here and it was knocked down, I see no remnants of anything that large anywhere close to here. I wouldn't have the foggiest why this was dug. It's man-made. As you can see on many trails, as you go uphill through the woods like this, the root system also doubles as steps. We climb our way right on up the trail using the root system as the steps. Okay. See all kinds of little dens back here. I just seen a den there. There's a den or a little right there. It might be where they keep their pot of gold out here, you know. I might find one of them leprechauns. It might be the entryway right there. But right here, another one you can bet. Something crawls down in here. It has for quite a while. We're out here now by Drake Road. And the entrance, public entrance here to the Asylum Preserve. Step up again, using a couple of these routes, and show you just how busy it gets right here on the edge of the western boundary of Kalamazoo. You used to be able to pull in here and park, but sorry to say it didn't work out. There were too many permanent campers, if you know what I'm talking about. We're here and there was trouble, big trouble, and so it all had to stop. Okay, it does not proceed any further around the lake. On the opposite shore over here is private property. Private property. And it's posted and so forth, so we can go down here to this end of the lake, but on that other shore, it is verboten. Ausgang. So we'll step back over the root system, and as you can see, here's another nice little incline, and there's a nice little route here, used as a step, and others as we travel on up the trail. Now I hear crows. A lot of time crows are followed by deer. The crows give the signal that something's ahead. And the crow knows I'm here. Right up above me right there. In the tree right up there. There's probably deer up ahead. We'll see. Yeah, there they are. A murder of crows. Just for you. Coming right in here into Halloween. How do you like that? All right. Let's get up here on top, see what we can see. Yeah, little squirrel ruckus there. I forget what they call these trees that are all conglomerated like this. Might be some kind of arbor conglomeration or something. You hear the crows up there. I have a bottle right here and a piece of paper that I'm going to be taking with me. It's not mine, but we pick these things up. I know all you do as well. This is quite a tree though. You can see the size of that water bottle next to the base. It looks like there's one big tree there. There's another one here. And let's get back over here. There's a smaller one right here, but let's look up high. Well, these are massive oak trees. They're dropped their acorns all over the place. Yep, it looks like two trees split right there at the base, or came up together. Yep. And as you can see, this one right here is leaning towards the east. Nice color across the street too. Yeah, don't know how long that'll last, right? Okay, let's get on back up here where we're parked. Very nice stroll this morning. Thanks for being with me, coming along here. Along Drake Road here, looking towards the southwest. The Borges facility right there, medical facility, and you're entering Western Michigan University's Parkview campus. straight ahead at the light and in to their Part-2 campus. High technology being taught down there. They're not playing. They're not playing. Go Broncos. Thanks again for watching. This is a great walk. Seen some cool things for the first time. A little bit of wildlife. No bucks this morning. Oh, there'll be some of those coming other places. I believe tomorrow is going to be the day we go down to the old covered bridge. Like I mentioned earlier, looks like tomorrow and Thursday there's a 30% chance of rain, but I'm gonna see how the color looks. If it's not tomorrow, it will be Thursday. I believe later in the week, possibly early next week, be taking a little trip over to Dearborn, Michigan and visiting the Henry Ford Museum with my grandson. All right, look forward to seeing y'all in the next one, or you seeing me. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.